And yeah, that was the uh, thing we did it for them. So what we doing as a statistical, we still collect the data, comparing to them like how if they add the employee over there instead of one person help like making all the drinks, how that's going to be affect them. And we compare it
Mm-hmm.
with the other stores. We go to another store and which will have the more all the stuff that we mentioned it for them beside the digital one. So we
Mm-hmm.
comparing with them, we saying like the one more employee or the even like the one more blender or whatever they have espresso machine over there, it's gonna help them to like that person working more faster than the one thing like the provide the products faster than having one over there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
Right.
the basic for the manufacturing management.
All right. So, you said that, you were able to increase the efficiency or proposed increased efficiency. Could you quantify this? Like how much faster would it be if they added a person?
Like yeah, like from the 10 minutes, like providing for the drive-through from the 10 minutes, it's they have the goal to provide the products in 2 minutes, but from the that's not possible at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's not required for all the stores. That is for the stores that only like have couple customers. But for the
Mm-hmm.
busy stores, like even they have it in a 5 minutes. That's the best thing. Like whenever we're searching for the other store that they have the more so basically they drive through kitchen kind of like separated from the walking store one. So the their improvement is like they at least deliver product in 5 or 4 to 5 minutes to instead of like a 10 minutes to the customer. So basically, it's a
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes saving time over there, and like that 5 minutes, it could be another customer, one more adding customer for them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, can you tell me what statistical techniques and tools you employed for this?
Pardon me, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
So, can you tell me about the statistical techniques and tools that you employed for this?
The statistical technique, it's again we use the Excel to get the charts and make the calculation, the timing saving and the time and yeah, basically the time and the number of the orders that they are getting for the per customer. So based on that, it's we get the we working on the charts more on this product and um we did the let me say what let me check what formulas we're using. Basically we did the cost first we did the cost per sorry. I'm trying
No
uh
problem.
there's a bug here like it was flying over and I'm trying to get over that.
That's
So
okay.
yeah, so it was the calculation we did it. It's a product cost. So um,
Mm-hmm.
what they order it, how much is it cost, and how much is it cost like to adding the machines and
Mm-hmm.
also extra employee. So because the extra employee it has the like they have to pay for the training and the training basically doesn't help them like to like deliver customers the products to customers faster but like that investing on the training it helps them like they don't make a mistake on the making coffee the orders. So
Mm-hmm.
um we basically also go over their sales, what they making sales, and
Okay.
based on that, we also go. like that's all helps us to see like how much income they have it in the per week or month. Like we didn't
Mm.
go yearly, so we did it like it was a short time, so we did that one. The statistical the whole thing is basically it was the statistical calculation we did it, but like as I let me I'm sure I have this product somewhere here. Nope, not this one. There are lots of stuffs here. I'm like,
No worries.
let me search it on my documents. Do you mind whenever I find it, I email it to you? So
Yeah, that's all right.
okay, yeah. Like I'm trying to find it out. I can't.
No
I
worries.
mean,
Okay,
I
so that's all right. Not a problem. All right. So, and for this project, did you conduct any research?
no. Our research
No.
is like yeah, actually, yeah. Um, no, no, no.
No?
Sorry, no,
All
no.
right. That's all right. No worries.
That's what I did it. Like our research is just collecting the data. Like we were involved with over there and seeing like how long is it's taking, like
Mm-hmm.
to see. And
Right.
yeah, that's the whole thing.
All right. So I'm going to move on to your experience then, and we're going to talk about your most recent job first, and then move backwards.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, as the billing support analyst, can you tell me about your key responsibilities briefly?
The key, one of them, it's we have to take care of the exports. So exports, basically, what we did it, it's we have to go over the all the payments that the client making the payments to us to pay for the employees, and based on that, we have to audit it to see like if they hours, rates, and all the other specific things that clients are requesting from us, it's correct, it's nothing missing. So like they asking us like they want the specific like invoices going out for them, so we have
Mm-hmm.
to, and for that one they provide us different requirements. So we have to
Mm-hmm.
see like if that those requirements is not missing from the billing, or like if it's missing, we have to go and fix them, or asking our IT department to add it for them. That's the one thing we did it, and that is basically every single client.
Mm-hmm.
It goes different days, so so once a week it's happened that. But there are like different clients we have to handling, and they are coming on daily, like it's a different client. And after that, there are like we have to going over the questions they have it from us, and we have to
Mm-hmm.
research it. Like most of them, they're asking why they are short paid, why they are not getting paid, and like what's the reason for the overpay. So we have to focusing on that one and going researching on that, like to seeing like what was the reason that it caused this problem for them, and we have to
Mm-hmm.
explain it to them, like send it the reports they needed required. So
Mm-hmm.
this These are the mainly like yeah, responding to the emails and do those audits and sending to them.
All
Make
right.
the
So,
basically
mhm.
we are the middle support and we have to uh making sure all the billing requirements is correct and so they get paid correctly.
Mhm. Okay, so are you paying them or are you charging them?
Both of them. So we
Both.
have the
Okay.
we are in yeah we are in the middle
Mhm.
company. So we are we are charging clients, but
Mhm.
we are paying for the vendors. So
All
we
right.
have
All
clients
right.
and vendors.
Okay, so can you tell me exactly who these clients and vendors are? Hello? Um, Rina, I can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah. Hi. I
Yep.
can't hear you. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I can hear you now.
Is it good? Okay. Is it good now?
Yeah, yeah, it's good now.
Okay.
Uh, right. So I was asking you who exactly are your clients and vendors?
So like the clients I'm working, it's I'm working with okay, it's Camors, Quarry. It's like a big companies that we are sending employee for them.
Mm-hmm.
So we are employment company. So it's a Johnson and Johnson, JCI, Macro Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm working. I used to working with Amgen and Merck,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
right now, yeah, there are a lot. So I'm helping. We are like even for the other like coworkers, I'm also backup for them, so helping them too.
All right. So, from a statistical point of view now, you said that you were basically noticing in the billing that you do if there was anything wrong, if there were any discrepancies, basically, right?
Yes.
So, can you tell me a little bit about this and what kind of discrepancies you usually identify?
The discrepancy they have it's usually it's happened with the tax because they are in a different locations and the tax it's helped like affect them a lot. So that
Mm-hmm.
different location tax, if it's not setting up in the system, it's caused a huge problem. And that has come from the other department if they're set up the client profile correctly. If they
Uh-huh.
didn't set it up correctly, that's affected. So that's the first
Mm-hmm.
discrepancy. And the second one, it's like especially on the holidays, they have a mistake in the putting the time cards. And whenever they put the time cards in the wrong date, and the manager approve it, and the manager approve it, we have to going over it to see like the hours they putting is it correct or not. If it doesn't match
Mm-hmm.
it with the expense code that they put it over there, the hours in the time
Mm-hmm.
card, that means like that's what one discrepancy that we have to focus it on. Or they have the split rates. That split rates for the one weekend. That's cause the problem
Mm-hmm.
because they can't get it different pays in a same week. They have to be in the same one, either like a
Mm-hmm.
lower or correct one. So we have to figure it out that one with the manager to seeing like the is this well which one is the correct one and
Mm-hmm.
also the discrepancy yeah the most it's like a time and the hours and the rates that they put it on if
All
it's
right.
something goes wrong it's that's that's the huge
All right.
problem.
Okay. So you mentioned that you also check the tax amount for different locations, right? So are there some
Yes.
regulations that you have to ensure compliance with?
Ye- uh there are regulation because some of the states they don't have the tax it's taxable
Uh-huh.
and some of them are not so for example and the yeah so we have to say like which states are the taxable. If there are like because might be it's a taxable, but there is a project that that person did it in another state for
Mm-hmm.
the that project going. So we have to we don't do tax for that person who is, for example, I'm working in the California, but I have the project to do it in Ohio, and whenever I'm traveling in the Ohio and coming back, like that person is supposed to not paying tax for the whenever they working in the Ohio. So that's
Mm-hmm.
because the discrepancy in the tax one. So
All
whenever
right.
they change it in a system, it's caused them like for example they forget to change it. It's caused the tax issue over there.
All right. So, can you give me any examples for when you've done this and what you've been able to prevent as a result?
Uh, for the tax one,
Yeah.
um, there are so we have it like for the JCI, we have a lots of problem with that with the oh or with the Blue Cross. The tax amount they put it was the wrong the percentage they put it was the wrong so
Mm-hmm.
the percentage whenever for example it's 2% they put it 1.5 but like we tax them 1.5 but however we tax them short so we have to
Mm-hmm.
like go over all this discrepancy and like checking everything and send it like recharge the clients to pay us the correct tax and that's
Mm-hmm.
like it was the huge problem that had happened like in last couple months and we were working on them to collect the correct tax from the client so that was the biggest issue we had it recently.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, and who was at fault here?
um that was the fault is not from that it's not from our group it was from the
Mm-hmm.
on-site who they are make the contracts. So whenever they make the contracts, will they since they are client, they try to accepting whatever their client saying, and
Mm-hmm.
whenever they putting the correct, like whenever they make the profile, they make a wrong profile. So um, or they choose the wrong code. Whenever you choose
Mm-hmm.
the wrong code over there, that causes the mistake um, for the tax issue
All
or
right.
another issues we have it.
All right. And you identified this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Right. So, let's see. Right. So you were also maintaining some Excel spreadsheets here, right?
Yeah. Oh, every day we're using them.
Mm-hmm. So why exactly were you doing this? What data were you maintaining?
So basically, all our works that I said, like I have to go to the audit and do the audits. Like for those export pre-exports, we
Mm-hmm.
we use the Excel. So whenever we download the report, it's all the reports and the data goes on the Excel, and on the Excel I use the VLOOKUP and the pivot table to find out this errors we have it. So
Mm-hmm.
that helped me to reconcile the problems, the data that I have it over there.
All right.
Mainly like these are the ones.
Okay. So besides Excel, what other statistical tools were you using here?
Um, Beside Excel, I don't use anything, but we have some other like we using ERP system in our company,
Mm-hmm.
and also we have another website that our company created that one to make a it's more convenient for us to run the reports
Mm-hmm.
and it's called VMS login and that VMS login it's helped us a lot to like getting all the information about the clients and the vendors we wanted.
All right. So, and the enterprise resource planning software that you're using, which one is that?
ERP.
Yeah, which one? Yeah.
It's just say like that. Like we using the Agile ERP, so I
Okay.
don't know that is the one they.
All right. So,
Oh,
what are you
other
using that for? Any
we use
statistical things? Yeah.
um. It's not a statistical thing. It's more for the like all the information we have it. I'm sure for the other departments they're using for this some other things they doing.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
our department we just using for the reports we're needing for the aging reports and all the yeah all the information and data we need to collecting and getting. So
Mm-hmm.
for example, all the invoices we need to figure it out, like our company invoices and the client company invoices, we have it all over there. So it's all generated in the ERP.
All right. So is there any other data that you were gathering here?
Yeah, those are the whole data. I mean, like we have the other websites we using it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Field Glass, um, or even Beeline. Those are the other websites that we are using, and those are from the other vendors they
Mm-hmm.
providing to us to use those because they have the contract with those ones, and they prefer it that way to give the information and make the contracts with us. So we're using
Mm-hmm.
those ones too, Beeline and the Field Glass to get get the data over there and all the clients contracts and the informations.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see. Right. So did you use any data visualization tools here?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Were you presenting updates to any executives here?
Uh,